Welcome back to Veteran Game, the channel where we tackle the tough questions in gaming, even if it means a few bruises and some questionable umpire calls. If you love honest reviews, in-depth breakdowns, and bold opinions, hit that like button and subscribe for more real talk about the games you actually care about. Now let's lace up our boots, head out to the Oval, and talk AFL 26. First up, I'm just gonna say it, AFL 26 is actually a step forward for Australian rules football games. If you played AFL 23 and bounced off after a few broken matches and a highlight reel of bugs, you're not alone. AFL 26 tries to fix the chaos. The big question, does it go all the way, or are we still talking fumbled handballs and botched goals? Let's kick off with what AFL 26 gets right. For the first time in years, this is a footy game that feels mostly functional. Is that a low bar? Sure. But for AFL video game fans, functional is practically cause for celebration. The game-breaking glitches from the last entry are gone. You can actually finish a match without needing to reboot your console. And that's just the start. This time, AFL 26 comes packed with content. We're talking the full official rosters for both AFL and AFLW, state league teams, and a genuinely impressive list of real-world stadiums recreated for your gaming glory. If you care about authenticity, who's playing where, what number they wear, even which stadiums you're on, this is the most complete package yet. You'll even get Big Ant's Academy feature, so you can customize teams, fix player stats, or totally break the league if you feel like it. Just remember, make those changes before you start your career mode, or you'll be stuck with the defaults. Now let's talk modes. AFL 26 doesn't just throw a quick play option and walk off the field. There's player career mode, where you guide your own rookie from draft day nerves to the big league. You can focus just on your player or manage the whole squad, which adds a cool layer of strategy. Management career is back too. You take on the coach's role, juggling everything from finances to travel schedules and player development. Trades, salary caps, free agency, it's all here. It's not quite Football Manager deep, but for an AFL game, it's a big leap forward. There's even Pro Team mode, yeah, the ultimate team clone. It doesn't have the global gambling crowd you get in FIFA or Madden, but it's a fun enough way to build your fantasy footy empire. Hardcore fans will probably love it. For everyone else, it's a bonus side hustle, not the main game. When it comes to actual gameplay, AFL 26 is a mixed bag. Visually, it's easily the best looking AFL game yet. Updated animations, improved lighting, and player models that, for the most part, actually look like their real life counterparts. Stadiums look sharp, and there's finally a crowd that feels somewhat alive. Unfortunately, the gameplay is still stuck with some classic AFL video game quirks. The action on the field looks good in motion, but once you're playing, it can feel clunky. Players move a little too robotically, as if they're still using a D-pad under the hood. The new marking minigame is better, and there are new tactical options, like tagging players or posting up a spare man in defense, but a lot of plays still come down to tackling chaos and intercepting short kicks. And if you're hoping for fast end-to-end footy, prepare for frustration. The pace is slow, handballing is hit or miss, and kicks beyond 25 meters tend to float, hang, or go nowhere. It's hard to chain together the kind of highlight reel plays you see on TV. Every game turns into a tackle fest, maybe too realistic for 2025's AFL, but not super satisfying in a video game. A word on controls. If you're new to AFL games, there's a steep learning curve here. The tutorial is mandatory if you want to survive your first few matches, because the button mapping and mechanics are just complex enough to get confusing fast. Even on easy, the AI is stubborn and dominating early is tough. That said, for veteran players, it's the most challenging and potentially rewarding AFL game yet. Multiplayer is in both online and local, and it's actually solid when you're up against a real human. That said, the AI still makes some truly wild decisions, and nothing beats the chaos of playing against your mates on the couch. Just expect a few controller throwing moments when the ball bounces the wrong way. Performance on PS5, improved but not perfect. Load times are finally respectable, and the DualSense gets some love, but this still feels like a last-gen title dressed up for a new console. You'll see occasional frame rate dips, especially in crowded contests, and some animations still look stiff. For all the polish, AFL 26 doesn't fully take advantage of next-gen hardware. Audio is a mixed bag as well. The commentary features the real-life lineup: Hudson, Leon, Harford, Underwood, and Bennett. But after a few matches, you'll notice the lines repeat and the excitement fades. Still, the crowd noise and stadium atmosphere help make the game feel alive, which is an upgrade from the silent, dead-eyed crowds of the past. The real question: is AFL 26 finally the game fans have been waiting for? Honestly, it's the closest we've gotten in years. The bones of a truly good AFL game are here: the best visuals, yet improved depth in career and management modes, and enough content to keep footy diehards happy for a long time. But for everyone else, if you're coming from FIFA, Madden, or 2K, you're probably going to find AFL 26 a bit clunky and repetitive by comparison. It still feels like a passion project by a small studio, with limitations that bigger budget sports titles have long since outgrown. And yeah, the little bugs and quirks are still around, they just aren't game breaking anymore. At the end of the day, AFL 26 is for fans who love the sport enough to overlook rough edges and keep pushing for that perfect premiership run. It's a step in the right direction and the most playable, feature complete AFL game yet. But the ultimate footy game? Not quite, at least not yet. If you're a diehard fan, grab it on sale and enjoy what's here. If you're a newcomer or just AFL curious, maybe wait for a few patches or the next installment. Either way, shout out to Big Ant Studios for not giving up and for finally kicking at least a behind, if not a full-blown goal. That's it for today's review. Let us know in the comments. Is AFL 26 finally a winner, or are you still waiting for the perfect AFL game? Drop a like, subscribe to Veteran Game for more reviews, and I'll see you on the oval.